slowly getting the hang of this streaming setup. Alright, well I hope everybody's doing well today. Hope everyone's had a fantastic start of the week. And most importantly, that nobody got punked too bad for April Fools. Hoo-wee! My wife pulled a good one on me. She said we were going to go get a fourth cat. I was definitely not prepared for that. But it's not that I object to having 4 cats. It's that I object to feeding all 4. Oh, that sounds darker than it sounded in my head. Oh, I love cats. Alrighty, we're going to play around with some panel modulation today. Got this mini we primed black. Well, I didn't prime it black, it just came that way. But what we're going to do is we're going to try to build up some panel modulation first by coating it in Ferrari red along the relevant panels. Obviously, we don't care much for painting the tires red, we only want the chassis to be red. Once it's all dry, we'll go ahead and start layering it with different amounts of Liquitex in order to build off specific patterns of light reflection. So, ideally it should look kinda like this, but better. Specifically with how these darker areas catch the light versus lighter areas which alternate between the two patterns. So, it'll be a good, fun project. Let me put this guy off to the side. I'm gonna move my Vindicator. Oh yeah, after we spray this guy red, we're gonna let him dry. We'll head back to our Vindicator and put on our next coat in the Duncan Rhodes Triad, which is this color right here. Oops. This color right here is Dark Sun Yellow. Oh! Oh man, I keep hitting my box. Well, these guys are sure excited to see ya. But yeah, the next coat in the Duncan Rhodes Triad is Skulker Yellow, which will hit... there we go again. Which will hit from above to catch the highlights. So that'll be a fun way to transition from the dark yellow to the brighter one, and then eventually we'll give it yellow flame highlights. So let's put these off to the side for the moment. We'll put this cup off to the side. Since we don't want to color this red by accident, I'll put this off to the side too. Then we'll put our speeder front and center. And by speeder, I mean ATV. We'll say hello to our little Carcadon. Look at this guy. I will say, though, he looks pretty darn... The armor's much more dark gray than light gray. I got a new recipe in mind to try to smooth that out using this Liquitex Neutral Gray 5. That looks a lot closer to it than this Gravelord speed paint I originally used. If I could see it readily at hand, I'd pull it out, but I don't. So yeah, I'll try another one of these with this Liquitex Neutral Gray 5. Real excited to do that one of these nights. All right. So, let's grab our airbrush. Let's turn on our compressor. We'll go for 35 PSI. Let's do a quick test. Oh, shoot. Well, that's why we do a test spray. Okay. I think since this is an air paint, we're probably going to do a 1-to-1 ratio, but we will put a drop of flow improver in there. So here's our airbrush thinner. Let's see, let's eyeball this. Maybe 7 drops of red. So we'll need 7 drops of thinner if we're doing a 1-to-1 mix. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Already lost the lid, but I found it. Hooray. And let's do our 1 drop of flow improver. One drop. Oops. And I hit the top of the spray box and knocked off poor Rowland Elnox. Poor guy. He's looking so good. I'll have to finish him up one of these nights. So here... we go. Let's go ahead and found it. Well, since we put 7 drops of thinner, 1 drop of flow improver, let's play it safe and do 8 drops of scarlet red. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. I just saw a green thing pop up on my screen. What does that mean? Game points. Be in gaming live when the countdown ends in 12 seconds. Well, that was nice. Oh, it'll let me press it twice. What on earth is TikTok doing? Use points? What can I use these points for? Guessing game? I have no idea what any of this means. It just came up on screen. Claim? Oh, it's letting me claim more. I am so confused what's going on. Well. Use points. Well, now that green square's gone. Well, let's get back to mixing. I like these little red bubbles. They're so pleasing to look at. Oh. Wonder how high we can get it. All right. There we go. That's some good bubbles. Let's do a test spray real quick. This is a disgusting looking cup. I better get rid of it. Doink. And then let's slowly and carefully, let's narrow our spray a little bit. And then we'll slowly and carefully start taking this side to side. Oh, there we go. Now we can start seeing that red pop out. And I'm also thinking I might have made my funnel a little too too thin. So let's widen this a little bit. Get a wider spray out there. Ben Kleckner, thanks for joining us tonight. Painting this a hot red. Hot rod red. There we go. That's a nice neutral red. Do want it to pop a little bit more so that the zenithal has something to work with. Oh, something more like that, yes. Oh, that looks nice. Look at that pop. Oh, lovely. I'm so excited. Not gonna lie, if I were painting Blood Angels proper, I'd be pretty thrilled with how this is coming together. Nice. Well, hey, Ellie, thanks for joining us tonight. How's it going? Got some nice red lamenters coming along. We gotta paint them red before we can paint them yellow. Well, hey, we're already almost at 1,000 likes. Thank you, everybody. And we're almost out of red, so this is coming along quite nicely. We should have enough to finish off this gunner. Oh, this is catching the light quite nicely. Gonna try to get some of these darker areas of the model. Silly me for forgetting the driver's seat. I forget what it's called. What's it called where the driver sits? If it were a plane, it'd be called a cockpit. In a car, it's called the... Oh, I think it's just called the driver's seat. Doi. Well, okay. We are officially all out of red. And I think this is a nicely covered model. I can't wait to hit it with our Liquitex Zenithal. Yeah, let's put this guy here on display while I clean out my airbrush. Oh yeah, I'm so happy with how this came together. Well, sweet. Oh. Yep, if I were doing Blood Angels, I'd be ecstatic. Let's go ahead and fill up this reservoir with a little airbrush cleaner. Do a little backfill. And then we'll, in the words of the good Grinch, dump it to crumpet. Jim Carrey Grinch is best Grinch, and I will fight on that. I will not die on it, but I will fight on that. Second best Grinch is the original cartoon from the 60s. I was very disappointed that Cumberbatch did not do his iconic voice for 2018 Grinch. It's like you hire Cumberbatch and he doesn't make his Cumberbatch voice. What's up with that? All right, looking good, looking good. All right. So let's put this guy off to the side. Let's put this guy... Oh, where's a good spot to put him that's safe? I would put him on top of the box. It is quite occupied. All my unfinished projects up here. Oh, look at that. That little green square showed up on TikTok again. I wonder what it does. Gain points. Use points. Well, no idea what any of that means, but I'm not gonna lie. I like pressing green squares. I did not realize until just now how fun it is to press a green square. Well, hey, we're already at 1,000 likes. Thanks, everyone. I'm glad that we're all just as confused as I am. All right. So let's find a spot to put some of these guys to make room for our poor little car that could. Let's see, we can put the airbrush cleaner back on here. We can move okay. Just gotta be careful where I put them all. Not all of them are varnished. I mean, I'm gonna do it eventually. Just not tonight. So here we go. Let's carefully set him right there. Oh, nice. He'll be a nice addition to the motor pool. Oh, yeah. Oh, he looks fantastic. So happy. So, let's put our light back in a good spot. Let's put this guy down. So we know 14 drops of yellow was too much last time. Since this is going to be a highlight anyway, we can get away with fewer drops. We also know that we need to use a clean cut. We learned that one the hard way, didn't we? So, let's do some math. 2 to 1's a great ratio. If we're doing 7... Let's do... I'd rather prepare more than less. Let's do 10. If we're going to do 10 drops, we'll need 20 drops of thinner. We'll still do 2 drops of flow improver. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Ooh, that still might not... 1, 2, 3, 4. Will 12 drops of yellow be enough? Maybe. So let's throw in 2 drops of flow improver. And now we'll count off our 12 drops of Skulker Yellow. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. Now let's go ahead and start mixing this up. Stir, stir, stir. Okay, that's looking good. Definitely have the right ratio. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and dump that in. Drink, drink. Okay. We'll do a test spray just to be safe. Looking good, looking good. Alrighty then. Let's go ahead and move on to the next stage. Oh, we love ourselves these highlights. Ready? There we go. And boom. Yep, looking good. That's a good looking yellow, alright. Got some nice transition. We'll try to stick it mostly around the edge. It's hitting those bright white spots pretty good. Ideally, we want it to be around these raised edges anyway, so that's good. Coming along pretty good. I like it, I like it. This is making some nice highlights. I can definitely see why I'm not getting panel modulation, panel highlights, though. Because I'm going to have multiple layers of yellow. So using a one-coat yellow like Tamiya is really going to go better for the Invader ATV when I get around to it. But yeah, we're doing a good job getting that mixture of weathering to it. So I'm happy for that. Still have a decent amount of yellow left, so let's move it to the side here. See if there's any spots I'm overlooking. And now we know only to do something like 5 drops maybe of the yellow flame. Looking good, looking good. Hey, Bubble Nugget, how's it going? Just working on a new Vindicator, I guess the same Vindicator, actually. It's coming along quite nicely. Just bit by bit, coming together. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I have so many questions. Okay, I guess question 1. Are you okay? And is your grandpa okay? That's such a scary thing to go through. Oh good, I'm glad you're fine, Nugget. Escape the Dream, joining us on TikTok. How's it going? Bubble Nugget over on Twitch was telling us his grandpa had a little accident with propane today. Almost got everyone hurt. Oh no. Yeah, my wife's grandma has some Parkinson's and dementia too, so it's a real rough combo. I'm sorry you have to go through with that. Just doing this guy a light dusting now. Just want to slowly layer the dust. Gonna let that dry for a sec while I clean out the airbrush. Ooh, Ultramarine Librarian over on TikTok is talking about how it is that how life short is. Okay. Sorry, I'm reading fast as I'm trying to work with one hand. Yeah, life is short. It can be rough and scary sometimes. I think the TikTok stream is also pretty far behind somehow. It's funny how there's always some kind of lag on stream, but yeah, following along, they're just getting to the part where I start priming the ATV red. That's weird. Why don't I go? So I'm gonna go spray this out one more time. And then I'm gonna go play with the streaming setup real quick, just to make sure everything's going hunky-dory over there. Gonna plug in my compressor real quick. Grab a quick sip of soda. Oh my goodness, goodness knows I love my Coke. America's favorite soda. Alright, and I'll be right back. Gotta go play with cameras. Oh, there's a happy doggo! Hi! Hi! Are you a happy puppy? Are you a happy puppy? Oh, look, here's another happy puppy! Oh, so cute! So cute! Somebody must have walked and touched my simul stream because somehow the TikTok audience got about 30 minutes behind the Twitch and YouTube. Isn't camera setup so much fun? Just gonna take another big sip of some delicious, nutritious Diet Coke. I put some fruit in it too. Alright. Well, while that's drying, let's check on our lovely lamenters. Oh, I'll tell you what. This is looking pretty good. Still drying, so we can't hit it with the Liquitex yet. But it's coming along real nice. A lovely assortment of dark red. This would actually make a pretty nice flesh terror unit, actually, now that I think about it. Gotta give props to those poor flesh terrors. Alright. Well, let's take a look at that tank. If our If the four-wheeler isn't done yet, goodness knows our tank isn't going to be. But yeah, I think I did a good choice going with the Triad, because it's definitely, here with the second coat of yellow, wiped out the infringent and problematic areas with the, what's it called? The drops of white ink from when my Liquitex clogged up the other night, so that's good. A win is a win. A win is a win. So, let's put our airbrush to the side real quick. Let's work on something while we wait for that to dry. Well, yeah, let's make sure to give our Tamiya a good shake, because it's going on that Invader ATV later. Oops. We'll put our red off to the side. So, let's take a look at what we got in the works. What would be good to work on? Well, I feel like this Raptor Lieutenant came out too dark green, looks too much like Dark Angels. So what I was thinking today is that I'd Liquitex it white ink, give it all over zenithal, and then reapply the camo cloak. But I'll save that for when we're working with the Liquitex later tonight. Oh yeah, I dug out a old Terminator that I did when I was first starting to learn airbrushing. It was nice to take a look at this guy. I was trying to figure out what I could do to try to tune him up. Finish him off, just have him as a spare. He's still tournament legal because he's on a 40 millimeter base, so I ought to find some use for him. We'll figure it out. Nice. Oh yeah, I started doing the base of this Sister of the Argent Shroud in camo green. I was actually quite impressed how great of a base it made for this. So why don't I just drop another couple dots on there and just spread it around. I'll spread it around with this base brush, and just rinse it off a little bit real quick. Well, hey, thanks, Nicholas Krollberg. I'm very happy with how this Vindicator's coming along. Once it's dry, we're going to finish it off with Duncan Rhodes' Yellow Flame, and that shall complete our Duncan Rhodes Triad. But overall, I would say that this experiment, this foray into trying it out on vehicles has been a success. Some things I would do differently, though, is I would start with a dark brown primer instead of the... What did I use? I think I used a red and white zenithal? I'll have to double check my footage, but... yeah, I should have used a darker brown primer to capture some darker shadows that we build up, because I was not prepared for how bright this Skulker yellow ended up being. Oh yeah, here it is. Skulker Yellow ended up being. I thought it'd be fairly comparable to Uriel Yellow, but it looks a bit brighter than that. Not that that's a bad thing per se, but it was unexpected. Put the wrong lid on it. There we go. Now it's got the correct lid. But yeah, overall, I'm very... I can still catch some of these areas with shade paint for darkening up. What I'm thinking of... Let's see, I'm still thinking of using the... if I can find it. Had it just the other night. The Flesh Wash. Here we go. I'm thinking of using Flesh Wash to shade it and maybe apply Speed Paint's Crusader skin in some of the edges. But yeah, this is generally a nice combo for how I shade my minis. Painted this guy with Monument Painter. Came out real nice. Actually, I'll dare say he looks better on camera than he does in real life. But yeah, that's what I think I'll use. But yeah, I don't mind using that to darken it up, because at the end of the day, I just want it to look good. And I will say, it does look good. Even if it's not completely how I envision it, it still looks good. Not going to win a Golden Demon by any means, but not sure how much a Golden Demon's going to be worth in the future, now that they've opened the floodgates on it for AI. Or with AI. It's been quite controversial, this year's ruling. Let's see, for those unaware, Golden Demon this year was won by... Oh, thank you, Ultramarine Librarian. Yeah, I'm very happy with how she came out. She is a sister of a... It's not called a chapter for the sororitas. I forget what it's called. An order called the Ardent Shroud. I was actually planning on painting this sister red, but, the white zenithal came out so nice, I said, well, let's just take it the rest of the way and make it white armor. But yeah, Liquitex white ink makes a fantastic white. One of these days I should do some kind of... Oh, these are my favorite paints. These are my favorite... Yeah, I don't know. I got a lot to choose from. Yeah, I love trying different recipes, trying different ways. I feel like there's no one perfect way to do a task, so I always look for ways to do it better. Ooh! Nicholas Krollberg says that they're about to start painting his Land Raider for Black Templar. Excited to see how it goes. Black Templar are a lot of fun to paint. When I was first starting out, I seriously considered doing Black Templar and painting them the world's blackest black. Apparently you can buy it at craft stores real easily. So I said, oh, well, if you can buy the world's blackest black so easily, why not use it to paint a Black Templar army? And I said, oh, I'm going to be so hilarious with my world's blackest Black Templars. The problem that ended up coming up, though, well, like I said, I was just barely starting to learn how to paint, is I didn't understand. Yeah, Vanta Black, that's what it's called. Vanta Black Templars. I didn't realize how important shading and detailing and painting all these little details. So, my poor Vanta Black Templars, you'd plop them on the table, you'd see random red, silver, white bits, and they wouldn't look cool. Well, they wouldn't look cool as an army. I would totally... Okay. I think I've just talked myself into doing one Vanta Black Templar. Dang it. I think I will. Okay, I'm gonna try a Vanta Black Templar. Sure, why not? I can buy some more Warhammer. Just taking a quick... Yeah. That actually does sound like a pretty... That would be a video I would watch. And I will say, when I originally had the idea 3 years ago, so I'm sure tons of people have done it since, I couldn't find any YouTube videos on it. And I was like, this is such a great idea. I can't believe no one else has thought of it. But since it's been 3 years since I've had that idea, I'm sure, tons of people have done it now. Just because my curiosity's piqued, I'm just going to mosey on over to YouTube and see if that has happened. Here we go. Vanta, Vanta, Black Templars. Somebody did a Vanta Black Tesla. That's cool. I'm surprised. I'm not seeing any YouTube videos of people using Vanta Black for Black Templar. Looks like Duncan Rhodes has a really cool how to paint Black Templar video, but I guarantee you he's not going to be using Vanta Black. Yeah, rule of cool, though. Yeah, I'll at least try one. I'll try one. Why not? League D1? What does that mean? Apparently I am something called League D1 on TikTok. I don't know what that means. Fine by me, though, because, if nothing else, I can try... I guess I'll be the I'll be YouTube's first person to try a Vanta Black Templar. Rule of cool. You're right. That's what's most important. So let's just take a look at this guy real quick. He's drying okay. Is he there? Let's give him a couple more minutes. For science! Let's check on our lovely Vindicator. It's interesting that the Duncan Rhodes seems to be drying faster and smoother than the Vallejo. Again, another... Yeah, no, it is completely dry. That Vallejo air on that ATV we did first is still drying, but this is dry. I can't believe this is still dry. Goodness gracious, Duncan Rhodes. Now that man can make a good paint. And if you're watching this, Duncan, feel free to clip that and use it for an ad. I'm blown away. And it looks good, too. There was some other YouTuber who actually compared like 21 different yellow paints. And they actually decided that Duncan Rhodes' Yellow Flame was the best on the market right now. So I'm real excited to try it here in a sec. I'll admit, I was ready to ride or die for my Tamiya Flat Yellow, but oh, where did I pick up that brand of paint? I assume you mean Duncan Rhodes. So the Duncan Rhodes yellow paint is slow, well, not started slowly going out across all bunch of different game stores across the U.S., but it seems like now that word's gotten out and the early adopters have been saying real good stuff about it, that more and more stores are picking it up. I'd imagine. I've actually seen it in like over the last month, I've seen more and more of the local stores around here starting to carry it. But you can also buy it on TikTok Shop. You can buy it on the actual website, DuncanRhodesPaintingAcademy.com. And I would be shocked. I would be shocked if it wasn't on Amazon. At this point, what doesn't Jeffrey Bezos sell? If he doesn't sell it, he's got to be crazy. So, let's go ahead and prep a new mixing cup. I guess I'm also gonna go jiggle the mouse on TikTok real fast, just to make sure that the computer doesn't do anything weird, because it's ended streams for me before if it doesn't, like, if you don't press one button within 2 minutes, it does something weird. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But I'll be right back. have to do a pet reveal one of these nights. Goodness knows those poor kitties love their attention. And I'm sure they would love saying hi to everyone. Whew. All right, well, let me take a quick sip of the soda. Oh, hey, no worries. You have a great night. So, here we go. If we're doing... I think we're good to only do 7. So let's do 14 drops of thinner. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now let's do 6. So we'll do 2 drops of flow improver. Oh, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, Mr. Rhodes, give us a good yellow. Mr. Duncan, give us some paint. Give us some good paint. What rhymes with paint? 'Cause got some I ain't. Tammy is flat. And Liquitex. No. And Monuments too bright. So give us all a yellow that's just right. Mr. Duncan, painting yellow is hard. So that's why we need you. What rhymes with hard? Figure that out later. Here we go, into the bucket. Test spray. Test. Oh, that's a good looking yellow, all right. All right. Saddle up, as John Wayne says. Let's actually move the camera just a itty bitty bit so we all get a better view. And then away we go. Mostly sticking around the edges. That is a nice bright yellow. I am impressed. Yeah, I like the way it's hitting these highlights. Mostly stick to raised edges, I think. Gently hit these corners. Oh yeah, that looks nice. There we go. Mostly stick to these edges. Nice, nice. Tell you what, edge highlighting does look a little more cool when it's done with an airbrush. That is correct. Not only is this a tank, this is a killdozer. This is an explosive tank. It makes a mess, and then it cleans up that mess far away. It's a beautiful tank. It will kill many heretics, and Tau, and more Tau, and Ghost Keels, and Tanaluses. What else? Vroom, vroom, crush people. Exactly. That is the kind of go-getter attitude we need here in the Imperium. Do some light paneling. Very nice, very nice. Oh, this looks lovely. Oh, this is so ready to protect the Imperium. Oh yeah, gotta clear out those orcish mushrooms. Yep. They are the galaxy's fiercest mushrooms. It'd be even funnier if they also gave the Tyranids indigestion. But as we just learned from the Octarius War, they sure don't. I swear, so it's funny how we've had two Tyranid related incidents within the recent years that could be summarized as one day Inquisitor Critman woke up and had a bad idea. It's like, Inquisitor Critman, I want to like you, my dude, but goodness gracious, you have almost brought doom to the Imperium once, and seeing as how hard a time the Soul Blades are holding off the Tyranid fleet, I would say that he might have doomed it in the end. Because goodness knows, there's now Gene Stealers on Holy Terra. There's now a big ol' Death Star-sized Tyranid organism, and the Phalanx, or at least according to last month's White Dwarf, haven't seen this month's yet, is getting ready to square off against it. That would be real cool to see in a book. watching the Phalanx versus this Death Star Tyranid. Well, Shy Lily's mother, thanks for joining us tonight. Oh, yes, yes. This is a nice planet I've got here. But this is a nice planet I got here. Exactly. Well, hey, we're at 1,500 likes. Thanks, everyone. Sure appreciate ya. Yeah, this yellow flame definitely did some nice highlighting. I'm really happy with how this Duncan Rhodes triad is working. Yeah, this is a good looking tank. Gonna start hitting it with the shade paints, of course, but this is, yeah, it looks battle worn, it looks aged, it looks real good. You can tell it's seen some fights. Duncan Rhodes, you are a painting genius. And it looks like our Vallejo Air is just about dry, or is dry. So let's put the Vindicator up top here to dry. There we go, just out of the way so it doesn't touch anything. And then we'll get along to this panel modulation. I'm so excited for this. I love looking at vehicles that have been panel modulated. El Miniaturista on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram is real good at it, so he's definitely been an inspiration for this particular method I'm going to try. Well, hey, we're already almost at 2,000 likes. Thanks, everyone. So, let's carefully... We'll want to screw in this cap, or reservoir, because, I don't plan on using a lot of ink, but I'll be moving the brush quite a bit, so I don't want it to spill out all over my hands. Let's just do 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's turn on our compressor to 38 psi. Let's do a test spray just to be safe. Because let me tell you, ink is a very particular substance. It is needy, it is whiny, it is delicate. But oh, you treat it right and it will look gorgeous. Alright, so. Oh, gotta move the compressor. Oh, yeah, no worries. Gotta take care of your son. Family first. All right. And away we go. All right. 4 panels down. 60 more to go. I tell you what, El Miniaturista makes it look much easier in his videos. I really hope he finds this. I would love his feedback on it. Oof. And spraying ink all over. My tip's drying out. What's it called? Tip dry? I forget the fancy professional word for it. Nice. Slowly moving on. The future is coming on, is coming on, is coming on. Oh, finally, something out of my cage. Yep, tip dry again. Well, hey, 2,000 likes on TikTok. Thanks, everyone. I'm sure this will get much easier with practice. Eventually. Ha! Lovely. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Oh, lovely, lovely. I mean, could look better, of course, but, I will say for a first time, I am reasonably content. Oh, there we go. That looks much smoother. Let's carry that over to this side. Nice. Let's get this turret now. Bit by bit. Just gotta go a little bit at a time. Nice. We better go back and do this gunner. Very nice. Orky enough, yeah? I would say this looks a little orkier than I expected. But once that yellow hits, it'll carry it through. Gotta do 2 more drops of white, I think. 3, why not? Be prepared. Go with more. I will say, I think I am getting better at this as we moved from the back to the front. Just slowly growing into it. Nice. And then the one part I've been quite worried about. Ooh, you smell that black primer in the deep red coat, huh? Yeah. Let me tell you, this guy has been very interesting to work with. It's going to make a lovely lamenter at the end of the day. We just got to get there first. Oh yeah, no tip guard. I do like to live a little dangerously, but what I'm specifically doing is a technique called panel modulation. The goal of it is to pay attention to specific edges and centers. So I want this center to be pretty dark yellow. If I put the tip on it, what it does is it spreads the flow through everywhere. So I definitely can't use the tip guard while I'm practicing this panel modulation technique. But yeah, I'm real happy with how it came out. I'm very excited to put my coat of yellow over it when it dries. There we go. Gonna screw the ink back on. Now I got the very... Oh, yeah. The tip guard affects the outflow. Yeah, give it a try. In fact, don't take my word for it. There's this guy on TikTok and YouTube who does it better, named El Miniaturista. Dude's a pro at it. Yeah, go watch his videos. He does it much, much better than I do. Let me tell you, cleaning out airbrushes is not nearly as fun as painting minis. There we go. Just got to disrupt that backflow a little bit. Was that paint thinner with no dilution? Exactly that. Oh no, that was paint thinner. What I do is I alternate airbrush cleaner and airbrush thinner based on what specific steps I'm trying to do in cleaning it out. I do live a little dangerously, you know. Paint thinner I feel actually does a better job of cleaning up the airbrush than the actual airbrush thinner. No, than airbrush cleaner, I mean. But I will admit, I do go through a lot more airbrush thinner since making that discovery. All right, I think we're there. Looking good. Well, that sure demanded a lot of the airbrush compressor. So I'll stick it back on the charger. Let's make sure to cap our cleaner and our thinner so that it'll last longer. Put our airbrush at rest. Oh, Galactic Empire, I misread your message. You were asking about your son, Dreddy. Oh, my mistake. I was, yeah, here we go. Dreddy is coming along quite nicely. I haven't put any more work into him since Monday. I did clean him up a little bit, but he's a good-looking dreadnought. Tell you what, he is getting ready to storm the table. I have a game this Saturday that I think he'll make a good tabletop debut. And I think he will be a very fearsome presence. So yes, he is in a good spot. Perfect. This is actually a good spot. Oh, I'm just gonna run off to the bathroom real quick, super fast. And then I will be right back. Let me just turn on a little chill music while I'm gone for just a moment. Let's see, let's find something chill. There we go. This is chill. Be right back. fantastic. Now, how is that for chill music? I guarantee you he's not going to be using fun. Let's see. Looks like everything's good on the YouTube live stream. Ty Burrows, thanks for joining us. How's it going? Just settling in for another long evening. How about yourself? Oh, I hear my cat outside meowing for attention. Poor kitty, poor kitty. Oh, is that a sad kitty? That sounds like a sad kitty. Oh, that poor, poor kitty. Let me take another sip of soda. Delicious. I put some frozen fruit in there, but it's almost melted and it's clogging up my straw. That's no fun, I'll tell you what. All right. Well, let's put Dreddy off to the side. Well, Ty Burrows. That is some amazing news. Congratulations. How's it feel? Oh, for everyone else on YouTube and Twitch, Ty Burrows has some amazing news. He got a girlfriend. That is some fantastic news. Many congratulations, my friend. Does she like Warhammer too? Gotta put the glove back on. Let's see, while he's typing a oh, happy, good. Well, good. I'm glad. That's a great thing to be happy about. Well, congratulations, my friend. That is fantastic. Does she like Warhammer too? Does she like swimming? Is she also a shark? Crash Hammer, thanks for joining us. Got some fantastic news, Crash Hammer. Ty Burrows got a girlfriend. He's just started to tell us about her. She has no idea what Warhammer is. Well, let me tell you, it is a very fun thing to get into, so I bet she'll love learning. Hey, my day's going good. How about yours, Crash Hammer? Can't get my camera to work, though. Darn focus. No, it's got to focus on the mini. Well, yeah. Learning about it's just as fun as playing it and painting it. Oop. Well, that looks bad. Ooh. EXPSIM. Surely that doesn't mean expired SIM card. Oh, she's heard of Vampire Masquerade. That's awesome. Yeah, I've heard Vampire the Masquerade is a really fun game. Oh, the new Nosferatu movie. Yes. Yes, I've heard that's coming out soon. I didn't know it'd be soon. When's it coming out? Man, maybe I need to put more work into learning how to take photos than doing minis. Oof. Ooh. Motricol on Twitch asked, do Lamenters have death companies? Oh, Nosferatu comes out Christmas. Thanks, Tyberos. But yes, Motricol, Lamenters do have death companies. They... I think the first canon mention of them was in the Imperial Armor Badab War books. But yeah, they definitely have them, and they have some illustrations of them in that book. And I'm sure they died by the dozens at the hands of the Minotaurs. Let's take a look at that photo. That photo's looking pretty good. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have a YouTube thumbnail. Nice. Let's do one more, just be safe. Because goodness knows, I am a paranoid person. I say one, but I mean two. I do not like flash. I am not a fan of flash at all. All right, the one that I said was going to be my last one 2 photos ago is going to be it. But yeah, he's looking pretty good. That is some nice panel modulation, I'll tell you what. So let's straighten this guy's backpack. Oh, Renfield. Yes, I've heard that was a really good movie. Nick Cage as Dracula. Yes. Gotta love some Nick Cage. I know it's not a vampire movie, but I heard there was another one that was real good. Oh yeah, Lisa Frankenstein. That one just came out. That one has... that one's directed by... that guy everybody loved. Robin Williams. It's directed by Robin Williams' daughter. So that's real cool. Well, hey, we're at 3,500 likes. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, this has been a real fun project to work on with everyone. Now comes the next fun part. We get to use Les Pipettes. Whoop, whoop. Oh, you're right, Umortricol. Tamiya Yellow. It does need Tamiya Thinner. Boom. So here's the funny thing. So apparently Tamiya paint, if my understanding is correct, let's put an asterisk next to that, is that it's different than other acrylic paints is because it uses something called lacquer. L-A-Q-U-E-R. Maybe L-A-C-Q-U-E-R? Well, whatever it is, it really does work best with Tamiya Thinner. So, let's see. And the proper ratio for it, apparently, I'm trying to remember, I think was 3 to 7. So if I want, say, to use if I want to use 9 drops of Tamiya paint, then I need 21 drops of thinner. So that's perfect, actually, because that is exactly what I want to use. So I'll use 21 drops of thinner for 9 drops of paint. Oh yeah, Crash Hammer. Zelda Williams has a lot of talent. Yeah, I think it's a pretty solid directorial debut. So here we go. Oh, we don't need to turn on our compressor yet. Where's my mixing stick? Here it is. So yes, Umotrakal, here's the fun part. We're going to take our 21 drops of Tamiya Thinner. And this is what we need the pipettes for, to measure it accurately. So here we go. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We'll put the rest back. Where'd I put the lid? Here'd I put the lid. Oh, your girlfriend's favorite animal is a lion. That's awesome. Well, Tiberos, you must tell her all about the lion. The best lion. Lionel Johnson. Whoop. Here we go. I'm going to need 2 hands for this. Not only is Lionel Johnson a real-life poet, Lionel Johnson is a fantastic Primarch. 8, 9. There we go, 9 drops. Let's wash the pipette of the paint. I use one pipette only for thinner and the other only for paint. Gotta make sure it stays clean. Gonna put the Tamiya back here to the side. Grab the handy dandy mixing stick. And then let's get a mixin'. Boy, looking at it, I am a little concerned I don't have enough. But we'll burn that bridge when we get there. Turn on our compressor at 34 psi. Whoop. Okay. Pour the paint. Why aren't I mixing the paint in the airbrush cup? Asked Master of Splash. Well, I do for some paints. A Tamiya paint is a very delicate paint. So that's why I pre-mix it. I also, in one of these paper cups, before I start spraying it, I also do that for some of my primers, because primers are so thick. So, some primer could get lodged down in the bottom of the cup and clogs up the airbrush and it becomes a whole mess. But yeah, if I'm using Tamiya paint, I'll mix it in the cup before and pour it in. If I'm using like a speed paint or a contrast paint, I won't do that. Monument paints, sometimes. It depends. So here we go. Let's lock in at 45 degrees. And then away we go. We want to go slow side-to-side motions. Oh yeah, look at that. It's already filling out. We want to go slowly and carefully. Yep, we're getting the dark shadows. We're getting the bright highlights. I'm cautiously optimistic so far. I would say that our panel modulation experimentation is looking real good so far. There we go. We still got plenty in the cup. That's good. Just gotta keep going smoothly. Go side to side. Yeah, that's looking good. Remember, you can't pull the trigger. You gotta slowly squeeze it back. Yeah, that's a nice bright yellow so far. Let me get the back of the model, and then we'll move on to the front. There we go. I'm glad I did an acrylic paint instead of oil or ink. Because, this is carrying the weight so that, it's still got that edge to it, but it's not completely see-through. Translucent. Transparent. Oh no! I'm out of paint! I better mix up some more. So, 9 drops was enough to get us pretty far. Do I need to go maybe just 6? Maybe 6 drops? I think so. So 6 drops of Tamiya means we're doing 14 of thinner. We'll take our primer pipette. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely. Oh yeah, better put that lid back on. Grab our lovely Tamiya. And we'll only do 6 drops. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wash the pipette, of course. I will say, I am ashamed that even though I wash this pipette every time, somehow, I know exactly how actually, because of the paint water, it looks ugly. Maybe not ugly. Veteran. There we go. Let's turn our airbrush back on. 34 psi. Hurry and mix this up again. Oh, yep. The poor driver is Brother Tinnitus. He is not going to be able to hear. I don't know what be worse. Have him being the driver for the Gatling Cannon ATV or the Melta ATV. Because would you rather deal with the persistent or the boom, 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 boom of a Melta? It's a puzzle, all right. I don't know what I'd prefer. Hopefully neither. Looking good, looking good. Oh, I'm so happy. Well, perfect. 6 was perfect, because we're already almost out. And I'll tell you what, this is some nice looking panel modulation. Doesn't look as great as El Miniaturistas, but yeah, this is a great first time. And I look forward to trying this again in the future. Let's get a nice shot of it here. Obviously, I'm gonna shade it. But yeah, this is a great first effort. Let's get this underside a little bit. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that was a lot of paint dust. Yep, you're right. This is definitely a vehicle designed by Gilliman. Let me tell you, I know a lot of people who've complained about the look and design of the ATV. All I can say is it looks a little better than that tricycle. Although, admittingly, I do... Oh, no, not tricycle. Although I will readily admit, I will defend the tricycle because I like the idea of Space Marines on trikes. Sometimes. Okay, it's a fun unit to have tabletop. It's probably a good reason. It's probably a good thing that they got rid of it in lore. But now I kind of want to go buy one. Not like I'd be able to use it tabletop, though. Maybe be a fun vanity project. One I could do after... Tybros, you missed this discussion. The Vanta Black Templars. Yes, Vanta Black. The blackest black in the world. Hey, no worries, Umorchakal. I've been at this 3 years, and, I look at people who've been at it 5 years and 10 years, and I question myself. There's always another bar to drive for. Oh, you have one in box. That's awesome. Sweet. Yeah. Definitely keep it. It's a fun project. I'm seriously considering picking one off of eBay now. Let's take another look at this. Perfect. Cleaned out. Let's stick the compressor back on the charger. I was saying the other night, I was telling myself, I thought getting a mobile compressor was such a great idea at first because I would be able to, in my head, take it with me, take it traveling. But then I discovered a regular compressor is already small enough that I could do that anyway. But yeah, this is some nice panel modulation on the guy. I'm very happy with it. I wish instead of putting the white ink around the front cross, I put it in the middle so we'd have these black edges instead of the white raised highlights. But yeah, good first time. Now I know what to do for the next one. I know the Invader ATVs aren't meta, but, I just love painting them. I love cheaps. Vroom, boom, 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 boom. Brother, we need to slow down. Brother, I can't hear you. I have tinnitus. Wah! Boom, 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 boom. Ooh. Taking a good sip of soda. Nice. All the fresh fruit I put in is starting to clog up my straw. There we go. So let's put our lovely Jeep back on top to dry. And then we'll get around to shading this Vindicator. Oh, Holy Bolter and Mortricle, you'll like this. This is actually the second Vindicator I've painted. But what I did was I used only Duncan Rhodes's paints. He's a guy who used to work for Games Workshop. He was one of their best painters. And, when he left the company, he went out and formed his own paint company. And, I was trying that out on this Vindicator, and I'm really impressed with how it came out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to shade it. What I'm going to do is, let's see, he has some shade paints, but they're not at any of the stores I go to. So what I'm going to use is Monument Paints Flesh Wash, Pro Acryl Flesh Wash. And then I'm going to go in and do some edge highlighting with, not this one, not that one. There we go, Crusader Skin. So, let's give this a good shake. Let's see, I did a lot of brown undertones on this vehicle to try to cover up some splotches I made. But I think once I go in with the flesh wash, that'll really help those splatters look more like mud. Or that's the hope anyway. I also tried different areas with different brown undershades, like this spot right here. You can see where it's a little darker. I undershaded with Speed Paint Dusk Red. That's one of my favorite dark reds. I also did these grills with Reichland Flesh Shade contrast paint. So it was a real fun project just to see how these different shade paints I use work with Duncan Rhodes. There was actually a YouTuber who ranked his yellow flame paint as the best yellow paint out there you can buy right now. That's the third time I've referenced that video, so when I make this post on YouTube, I better go find that guy's video to, if I've already talked about that video 3 times, I think y'all will like it as much as I liked it. Let me take another sip of soda. Oh, almost all the soda's gone. All the fruit at the bottom needs eaten. Here we go. Delicious. I love putting fresh fruit in soda. So here we go for the flesh shade. It's already pretty thin, but we still want to do 2 drops of flow improver. And instead of actual thinner, I'll do 2 drops of Speed Paint Medium by Army Painter. That's a real fun one to use. I got a new appreciation for medium. I didn't realize how important it was not only to the airbrush painting process, but to the painting process in general. Yeah, I've been painting 3 years now, but I feel like it's this last year in particular that's really helped me level up as I tried harder at it, been forcing myself to try new things. It's been a lot of fun. Here we go, making some chocolate milk. I love making these chocolate milk bubbles. Nice. Well, let's do a test spray. There we go. That's one of the most important lessons I learned about airbrushes. Do a test spray before you spray. So here we go. Let me pull this back so you can see more of my arm. We want to lock in at 45 degrees, and then away we go. We want to start at the back and move front. So here we go. For real this time. Oh, yep, we can see it hit. It's looking good. Oh, that is a nice aged yellow. Oh, I love the way it's sticking to the edges. Gives it a real aged look. And I'm already out. I do tend to shade things a little heavily. But yeah, it has a nice aged look to it, so I'm happy. Here we go. We're going to do more because we hardly got just the top and the top 3/4. But yeah, look at this golden brown across the top. Let me get a better... Yeah. Oh, that is a lovely gloss. I'm very happy with it. Oh, and I forgot to do a test spray. Luckily, it looks good, so thank goodness. But, no, there I go, breaking my own rules. Yeah, it does a great job hugging the sides. Hey, my pleasure, what you call. Be sure to like and subscribe. I would love to talk with you some more next time you're free. Oh, yeah, that is some lovely shading on this. We'll give this a minute to dry, and then we'll go in with the Crusader skin. Which means we need a minute to clean out the... Oh, here's the Crusader skin. We need a moment to clean out the brush. A clean brush is a happy brush. Nice. But yeah, I try to stream Tuesday nights, Thursday nights, and Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. Whenever you're free on those nights, be sure to try to check me out. Perfect. Where did I put the lid? Here it is. Oh, Droll Monster, this is called a Vindicator tank. Others affectionately call it a boom tank, because what it is, it's a bulldozer and a tank. It launches big old mortar shells across the battlefield. What makes it special compared to other Warhammer vehicles is that it has a big blast attack. So it's a really fun unit. Yeah, it's a ton of fun. I actually have another one. I don't have it inside. I left it in my car from over the weekend from a match I did. But, if you put two of them on the battlefield, they have such a long range that they're able to hit most things across the table. So so having two of them is a very powerful force. Very potent. See, I just barely shaded this, so he needs a minute to dry still. Oh, you've never played, but you think you have enough random orcs for a horrible group. Yes. Let me tell you, orcs are fantastic to play. You set them on a battlefield, you just let them go wild. They are so much fun to play. This is actually another vehicle I did earlier tonight with a different yellow paint. This one's from a brand called Tamiya, and I tried using a shading technique to give specific highlights to different panels of the vehicle. This is a vehicle that I did with the paints by a former Games Workshop employee named Duncan Rhodes. Oh, you're Blood Bowl! Hey! I have a very strong interest in Blood Bowl, especially with the new Gnome team. I don't know anyone around my area who plays, but it's a game that I really want to get into now. Let me actually get a photo of these two side by side. Oh, you've played since '94. Nice. Yeah, I know Blood Bowl has a lot of history behind it. I've heard it's a really great game, too. They certainly have a lot of cool units, too. Oh, can I get this photo first try? Wow. I almost never get a photo I like on the first try. Oh, because I'm paranoid. Oh, you haven't played the new version. Oh, Oh, come on, for bringing your own stadium? That sounds kind of rigged. Like, if you put the work into making your own stadium, you ought to be able to use it. Oh, you were banned from bringing the stadium, and you didn't want to play without after spending. Yeah, if you put the work into making it, they should let you use it. That's rigged. Well, I'm sorry they banned you. That's no fun. Ladies and gentlemen, that is some shading. Very happy with how these little guys have come out. Well, hey, we're almost at 4,000 likes on TikTok. Whew! Let me tell you, this has been a very productive night. Got a lot of used paper cups to show for it. Man. Let me put that leaking one in these other ones I have. That way, yeah, this guy looks pretty close to bursting, so yeah, double toil and trouble, something, Shakespeare, something. Quick sip of my fruit. Used to be soda once upon a time. And now all of my fruit's gone, so I can put these cups in the soda cup. Oh, what a genius I am. Tanya takes a little longer to dry, so I'm very tempted to let this dry. How's our... Oh! Well, be. That flesh wash dried quick though, so we'll go ahead and prep the Crusader skin for that for these raised edges. And then this Vindicator will be just about done. Let's go 33 PSI. 2 drops of flow improver. This we can mix. Well, this I feel comfortable with mixing in the cup. Let's see. 5 drops of speed paint medium. And then we'll do 6 drops of Crusader skin. Let's make some chocolate bubbles. Chocolate milk bubbles. Looking good, looking good. Looks nice and viscous. Looks like it's shading right too. So let's pick this up. We'll start at the back and move forward. So here. Wait, let me check the back. Okay, good. So we'll wait. There we go. We'll pull out this camera. And now, here we go. We want to stick it mostly to the edges because it's a little darker than the flesh shade. Hit the back, of course. Perfect. Oh, and that was the perfect amount too. So that has a lovely golden glow to it, I'll tell you what. Oh, yes, this Vindicator has come out so lovely. I'm very happy with that. Oh, perfect. Let's set this guy down to dry. And we'll clean out our shade real quick. Whoop, that was a little explosive. Ooh. I'll tell you what, this cat needs a good cleanse though. Do I have a Q-tip nearby? There we go. Another valuable tool most people don't think about carrying around. A Q-tip. There is so much I use Q-tips for in my painting. For putting on for soaking water and technical art coat or varnish out from transfers, as well as little cleaning projects like this. So make sure you got a Q-tip or two on hand when you paint. Oh, look how clean that is. I also like how weathered this front dozer blade is looking. That makes me happy. So yeah, this is coming together quite nicely. I'm very happy for that. All right. Excess air. Check on this guy again. Oh, yes. When it's dry, I'm going to go in with that same wash recipe, so I'm very excited. But man, I wish I put my ink inside the little panel instead of edging it. That, I think would look a little bit better. But hey, you live and you learn. So we still got plenty of time to work on the Liquitex Zenithal for this Raptor. And where did I put my camo green? There we go. Oh, camo cloak. Very nice. So, let's zoom out. Yeah, because what I did was first I coated this guy in... first I bought him off of eBay. From eBay, he came primed in Xandri dust. So I wanted to tone that down with Game Air. Which ended up making him look like a Dark Angel, rather than a Raptor, even when I went in and Zenithaled with gray and camo cloak over. Just looks more Dark Angel, so my plan is to completely Zenithal him again, and then coat him in camo cloak. Let's see, let me stick him on this paint spray, or the handy dandy holy painting stick. Oh yeah, Troll Trader. Yep, Troll Trader is a very fun website. That's where I got a lot of my first Warhammer. Eventually, I decided with the conversion of US dollar and the shipping costs, it made more sense to only buy from eBay. Except for occasionally, because, I still look at Troll Trader, and they have a ton of cool Warhammer secondhand projects. Arctic Sonata, thanks for joining us tonight. We just finished a couple of big projects, and we're moving on to the next one. So let's turn our compressor to 38 psi. But yeah, Troll Trader is such a cool site. Six drops should be enough, hopefully not too much. There we go. Let's lock in at 45 degrees, and then away we go. Since he's already got a green base to him, we shouldn't need too thick a layer. We just need it wide enough for that camo cloak to overpower it. Shake, 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 a shake it. Shake, 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 a shake it. Round and round we go. Where we stop, everyone knows. Once it's clearly covered in white, then we'll take it to the fight. Except not, because then we gotta cover it in camo cloak. And this is why my songwriting career never took off, you know? Looking good, looking smooth, just bit by bit by bit by bit. Tell you what, that is a good looking zenithal. Nice and even. And you can still tell that he's got that green under him. Very nice. Oh, wait. We need to clean out the airbrush. We can't turn it off yet. We want to hit it with that green sooner or later. Sooner rather than later. Oops. Do. Clean your airbrush and it takes care of you. What could I do if my airbrush was clogged like glue? When I have an airbrush and it flows right, that's how I know I'm in for a good night. Clogged airbrushes. Don't let it happen to you. Clean it out through and through. A happy airbrush is a clean airbrush. Hi diddly-dee, a clean airbrush for me. It's no longer full of white. It's oh so happy to finish the night. Hi diddly-dee, a clean airbrush for me. Let's go ahead, turn it off, stick it back on the charger for just a couple minutes. What we're gonna do, similar to what we did with the Crusader skin, we'll take a heavy amount of camo cloak. We'll take some speed paint medium. We won't need any airbrush thinner, but we will want this flow improver. So there we go. Let's set this all up for a nice photo. This'll be a nice photo. Let's move that Q-tip. Very nice. Perfect. Whoop. Gotta make sure our lamp doesn't fall off. One nice thing about airbrush and ink is that it dries pretty quickly. Let's check on our lacquer paint. Is that dry? Yeah, that's feeling pretty dry. We could probably start shading it. And the shade will actually clean out pretty easy, so yeah, we can probably do that shade real quick and then do the raptor. I like the sound of that. How's that sound to everyone else? Confused Godzilla, that is an awesome name. Thanks for joining us. And thanks for that insight. All right, so let's pull out that flesh wash. Shake, 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 shake. Well, hey, we're almost at 4,000 likes on TikTok. Betcha we can get there in just a couple minutes. Pull out that compressor again. 34 PSI. Sure, 33, why not? Oops. Drop my Q-tip. Here we go. Flow improver. 1, 2. Speed paint medium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Flesh wash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alrighty. Let's mix that up and then we'll be good to go. Look at those chocolate milk bubbles. Love it. Loving it. Bubble, bubble. Doyle in trouble. Toil in trouble. Arthur Conan Doyle. Arthur Conan Doyle in trouble. Arthur Conan Doyle's in trouble. Because he's dead. Rest in peace. Alright. Locking at 45 degrees. And then we'll go... Oh, test spray. There we go. We'll start from the back and go and move forward. So here we go. Let me tell you. Oh, look at that wash. It's giving it a nice glow. That's how you know you picked a good wash. Oh, I'm so happy. And it's sticking to those highlights quite nicely. a good, healthy glow. There you go. Let's do the back side of the model. We still got plenty to work with. Look at that nice brown glow. Oh, lovely. I think I overwashed the top guy, but that's okay since he should look more weathered than the rest of the model. JXYAS2, hello to you too. I have no idea how to pronounce your username, but it's a cool one. That is an awesome username, even if I don't know how to pronounce it. But yes, this is a lovely glow on this little four-wheeler. Hey, yeah, pleasure's all mine. It's great to meet ya. We've had a real busy night tonight, just working on painting, priming, and polishing up some minis. All right. So, let's put this flesh wash away because we won't need it for the rest of the night. Let's put our four-wheeler up top of the spray box so it can dry. Because the next big thing right now is to help this Raptor take flight. He's so close to being done. I'm so excited for him. Oh, yeah. Hey, thank you. I've worked real hard on that yellow recipe, and, yeah, it's been a lot of fun to perfect and figure out. They weren't kidding around when they say that yellow's a hard color to figure out. Just takes a lot of time, practice, and patience. Shake our camo cloak. This is actually a green guy we're working on now. This guy's from a chapter called The Raptors. They're basically, so the long story short behind this guy, so I bought this guy to paint him yellow. However, when I got him, I didn't know, well, I bought him off eBay, and I didn't know that he had the pauldron for a chapter called The Raptors on him. They're basically this green sniper group. So I said, hey, this is a good opportunity to practice painting some army green. It was also a good warning to take more care reading eBay listings for used Warhammer. Because in the photo, it didn't look like it was primed at all. It's what Bob Ross would call a happy little accident. So here we go. Let's lock this in at 45 degrees. And away we go. Oh, isn't that a nice looking green on him? I'm very happy with how it's coming out. Let me... Ooh, Dark Angels! That's awesome. Did you buy any of the new models that came out last week? Asmodee. The only one I remember is Asmodee. Oh, Belial. Oh, yeah, the new inner... Oh, yeah. Asmodee and Belial look really good. I don't know how I feel about the Inner Circle companions. I'd probably feel better about them if they had better stats. But yeah, they look so cool. Okay, yeah, this looks more like the way a raptor should look. Kind of a muted forest green. I think I oversprayed him a little bit, but I think when he dries, I can tone that in with some Nun oil. Maybe make it look like a little camo. Alright, so I'm real happy with how this guy's looking. Gonna hurry and clean up my brush real quick. Coming up on about 3 hours. I'll probably be wrapping up soon. But not like too soon. I'm taking a look at my four-wheeler. It looks like that coat of flesh wash is still drying, so I think I may actually wrap up in a minute. But hey, I want to thank all y'all through sticking the night out with me. It's been a fun 3 hours. It's been a fantastic 3 hours. We got a lot of great work done. Let me pull that Vindicator back out. As well as stick the compressor back on the charger. Gotta carefully pull that guy out. But yeah. Yeah, that has a nice golden glow to it. Tell you what, this has been a fantastic and fun 3 hours. Hey, thank y'all for joining us. Thank y'all for making this a fun evening. Let me pull out the ATV. Oh, yes, you're right, JXYAS. The companions of the Inner Circle do look so much cooler than Blade Guard veterans. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff done tonight. Y'all are amazing. Thank y'all so much. Thanks for really making this a Warhammer community. It's a lot, it's fun to paint, but it's more fun to paint with friends. Thanks again for an awesome night, and I hope to see you all again real soon. Thanks, everyone. Bye.